little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whipping around that baby, I'm ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down, Prescott. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the first play of the game. 54 yards. A quick throw caught out wide by Jeudy. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end fan and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
A gain of a yard brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. first carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run with Thompson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Noddy on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. He'll buy some time right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Broncos.
And again this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Carrier brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown and they wear down a defense.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got one. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm trying to collect. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey,
now Mahomes. Able to find Switzer. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
shotgun handoff to Thompson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
22.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
At the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
31-yard line.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16. Chiefs nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The first running back drafted in April, this is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move them into a 3rd and 13 here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 13.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Ryan Switzer.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
working from the gun. Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Taken down. Right.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10.
Second and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
It's fourth down.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13.
Makes the score Broncos 16, Chiefs 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Prescott's pass complete to Kyle Juszczyk. It's a gain of 17 yards.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
22, the ball carrier.
A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Juan Thornhill on the tackle. A 7-yard gain on the play.
Prescott off play action. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action. Prescott. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Chiefs' 2-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Brandon McMahon.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Attack, attack. Hey, check, Mike 21. Yellow. Hey, I'm coming.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
To Mecole Hardman. A gain of 2 brings up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Julian Love picks it. And some room to roam now.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Broncos 30, Chiefs 13. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game. That has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Ball carrier.
Chris Jones on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 30-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.